We are heading to the farmer's market. I am excited. As I mentioned in the last video, we haven't been before, so this will be fun first.
Do you think it's like,
what is it?
Baby birds shedding their feathers?
I hear the birds, I don't see the birds. All right, there's gonna be so much in my hair.
Yeah.
That says vegan.
Where we at?
Anything on the menu can be made veggie, vegan, gluten-free. How fun!
Lion's mane mushrooms.
Might be strawberries. Afternoon. I have just thrown this lemon bread in the air fryer, which I am very excited about. A little nervous, but very excited. And I thought I'd just sit down with you guys, maybe with the Barney, if she decides to stay. Anyways, I've just been hanging out at the Tiny with the kitty cats. I threw in this lemon bread because I have been craving lemon muffins for some time now. And up here, because normally I'll go to maybe Pete's coffee shop and they have a vegan poppy seed scone, but the poppy seed scone up here is not vegan, which is so weird to me. But I've just been thinking about it a lot, wanting something lemony. Don't have muffin tins, so bread is what is happening. I basically followed our Pinterest recipe to the T, but instead of doing coconut oil, I did applesauce, and then I was running low on soy milk, so I literally just added water just to like top it off for the little bit. So we'll see how that goes. And then I also did not have enough lemon zest. It says to do 20 grams of lemon zest, but I zested my whole lemon and it literally, the scale didn't even change from 0 to 1 grams. And I'm like, okay, this makes no sense to me. But I mean, I'm not gonna zest 20 lemons. I don't know what's going on there. But I made that, put that together. It's in the air fryer. Asterisk into my cooking, because with not having the oven right now and trying to do the air fryer or the griddler with a million things, I literally tried to make cookies on the griddler the other day because I've tried air fryer and that doesn't work. So I tried to flip them like pancakes on the griddler. It didn't work. But I have faith. This smells really good. The batter tastes really good. And if the batter tastes good, how can you go wrong? I will pin the original recipe below here in the description, so if you guys want to check it out, feel free. And if I make future alterations, whatever, I will let you guys know. But I hope this turns out well. But this week, there's been a lot going on. So, I mean, I showed you guys a little bit of it. We went to a farmer's market for the first time in our area, which was a lot of fun. It wasn't as big as I thought it might be. I don't know what I was expecting. It was a little bit different than I expected, but they definitely had a little bit of everything. There were plants, snacks, vegan food, actual like grocery produce, of course, which is what we went there for. We did not think that maybe we should have brought more cash, and so we only had $10 on us, and some places were cash only and then others did accept card, but because we weren't buying large amounts, there'd be a fee to use the card. So noting that for next time. And then we also went out to Cozy Plum for brunch one day. Their food is so good. We've been, I think, just once before, and they are one of the only completely vegan places that are around where we are, and oh my gosh, they're so good. They have a couple locations. We've only been to this one, but we got 2 things and split them. Jared made himself a very large breakfast, and so he already felt pampered, so I just picked 2 appetizers and we shared those, and it ended up being, I ordered the loaded tots, but they gave us loaded nachos instead, but I was like, I'm not gonna send this back, it's gonna be fantastic, no problem. So we had that guy, and then the mac and cheese with pesto on it. So not that I was like rewarding myself with a cheat day necessarily, but I feel like I've been really good with exercising. I had a leg day yesterday and just being on top of things. So we just had a lot going on. We're like, you know what? Let's actually take some time for us, because we don't take that much time, just the 2 of us, to go out and do something intentional, date-wise, date night, stuff like that. So we thought that that would be really fun for the 2 of us. We did that. I got a margarita. He got a blonde ale, I believe. And I'm normally really picky with beer, but this one was really good. It's local to our county. But another thing that happened this last week is we have our court date set. So with the land, things were going on with it to the point where we needed to go through this process. Following vlog, unfortunately, won't have the information of what happens from that in that one. But the one after, oh my gosh. That should be one of the best vlogs. So if you guys aren't subscribed, subscribe. That's gonna be a lot of info. Stuff's gonna hopefully start getting a lot more interesting around here. We are gonna find out either way. I'm very excited. So with that, we've just been getting the ball rolling on a lot of different things. We've been looking at what we would need to purchase when we first move, and seeing what works in the budget, what doesn't work in the budget, what we can do at different times, figuring out where things are physically gonna go once we're there. And oh, it's so exciting, very exciting. But there are 2 things I've been wondering that I want to ask you guys about tiny house wise. So one of them is the backsplash for the kitchen. We want to have initially we wanted butcher block countertops, and I don't exactly know which type of wood I want. Let me show you guys. So already in our tiny house, we've got this dark wood as our fold out table, right? And then we have these shelves that are very similar in color to the table, but not exact. And then we want to, sorry, kitchen literally dirty. Moved everything, so like with the air fryer here, which just shifts stuff, you know, real life. What can I say? But this counter was installed not per our request. It basically went in because they just didn't have the butcher block that we wanted. It's like, well, if we don't have that, then you get this. And not my fave. So want to get butcher block in here and then do a backsplash. The backsplash will probably go up to the bottom of this shelf and then match that on the other side. Hi, Bernie. It will go up to the bottom of that shelf, I believe. That's what I think. I don't think I'm gonna do it to the top or to the bottom of the cabinet. Oh, I don't know. What do you guys think? Still debating, but yeah. So far, really, my 3 thoughts, my 3 questions are, we're gonna have butcher block. Should I have it sort of the same color as the shelves here? Or should I have it a little bit lighter, almost like this cutting board? Should I have the backsplash just go to there and even all the way across? Look at that point. That was so good. And lastly, I'm debating between white subway tiles and green subway tiles. I think I'd have them just go in the regular direction. I was thinking maybe a little bit skinnier than we have in the bathroom. The lights always flicker when I turn them on, but you guys can't tell because our cameras are so good. So, subway tile in the bathroom, white. For some reason, they did a cream grout, which I did not notice when my husband pointed it out. And I'm like, why did you tell me? Don't tell me these things. Maybe like half the tile or something, either in a white or a forest green. I don't want to do like too much green, especially when I want to have plants be a lot of the green in here. I kind of want to do white, wood, black, have that be the baseline, and then have pockets of color. I mean, our whole couch is green, right? So obviously not scared of that color, but we'll see. Ooh, and then the other thing, this bad boy. I do love our refrigerator. Don't get me wrong. It does what we need up top. Everything fits that we need to have fit. The freezer, I could do a little bit without the pull-out shelves, but space-wise, it's great. But it's always bothered us that this window, let it focus, is behind the refrigerator. When we initially sent in plans to have the tiny built, I had it in my plans that this fold-out table is here, and then the window would be right above it. So I don't know exactly why they pushed it to the left, especially since they knew that the fridge was going there. I'm sure it could have had to do maybe with the switch here or lighting or whatever, but still, even if it had been like 6 inches to the right, I don't know. I was looking at a fridge that is the same width, the same depth, but instead the height is literally right below this table. Ding! Ooh, that was a fast 25 minutes. I'll have to check on that in 2 seconds. We'd probably lower the table a smidge to exactly meet it so it could be flat across. And I'm kind of like, could we do it? Could we survive having a half-size fridge freezer? Because we're trying to buy less of certain things, basically less oil. So we're not going to have certain things like butter in here. We've got cheese hiding. Just like the water pitcher doesn't need to be in here. We're kind of just filling up space to do it. This is literally that hot sauce that we made in that video prior. And it's a vat of it. We still use it sometimes, and it's so darn spicy. Lesson learned. Don't use a whole bag of peppers when making something like that. But, I mean, it'd be so nice just to have a more open view here if we had a shorter refrigerator. And then we would still save this fridge, and we would use it in our cottage when we build it on our property. I don't know, am I crazy? Just a little crazy, right? Okay. Let me pull this bad boy out and probably see that it's like, you know, just a little burnt or something in the air fryer. I mean, my toothpick is coming out clean. And I wasn't sure if the top being like that would affect it. So I also am doing it like on the sides here where it's not black on the top. It's coming out clean. I did it for 25 minutes. I believe the original recipe called for 35. I never do it for as long in the air fryer. And I also always do it for the bake setting with the little fan next to it is what I always do for cooking. This is so cute. And then I also had never done this parchment paper before in there instead of spraying or like greasing the inside of this little dish. And it seems like it worked really well. I recently bought, for the first time, it's from the brand If You Care. It says quality with integrity, parchment baking paper, and it's vegan, compostable, biodegradable. So I really liked that I can do that without feeling like I'm using something wasteful or something that even needs to go in the recycling like foil. It is recyclable, although sometimes it's not recycled properly, and so it doesn't end up where it should. But with that, I'm like, I can handle it myself, put up my own compost, and I can be the beginning and the end of that track, you know? So how long should I let this bad boy sit for? I mean, it's kind of sticking to the inside of the paper a little bit, but it'll be good. Let me actually look at the recipe real quick and see if I should be taking it out of this pan or not. Pop the cool cake out of the loaf tin. So no, they don't want me to take it out yet. I'm gonna leave that in there. But yeah, one thing I thought was cool is, as I try to take one more bite, because I'm just so darn curious how my alterations went. Time will continue to tell. It does taste good. Interesting consistency. That could be because of the applesauce. I've noticed when I try and do things with applesauce, even though it can be used instead of oil, it doesn't always turn out fantastically. But with this guy, it was not only poppy seeds, there were chia seeds in it. So I don't know if that's normal, I don't notice because there are poppy seeds as well. Or if maybe because this is a vegan one and there's no egg in it, of course, maybe that is why there's chia to create an egg mixture. Because we first mixed the vanilla, chia seeds, soy milk, I think it might have been some sugar. No, something else. I can't remember. But we mixed those first, set it aside, let it thicken, then added it to other things. So I could see that being in the recipe for like the egg purposes. Okay. I'm walking away. Update on my lemon bread. It came out quite good and tastes quite good as well. Finally got Foxy coming down to join today. You've been napping upstairs, haven't you, my little lug? Yeah, little love man. Hi. But it was definitely a success using this parchment paper. It came off very easy, so I'll definitely have that tagged below. They also had a little recipe for a little bit of lemon juice and sugar to drizzle on top. And I wanted to try it with and without. Obviously, it's a bit more desserty and cakey with it. And once this did set, I feel like the applesauce isn't weird inside at all. Maybe it's a little chewy, but I don't know. That also could be just due to how I cooked it in the air fryer. So I'll try that differently next time. And I'll have a little, bit on the side. But I'm stoked. I'm impressed. I have at least a little bit more faith in myself now trying to make bread or something of the sort in the air fryer. Bobo, can you leave her alone, please? Can you please leave her alone? Hi, sir. She's having her snacks. You already had yours. Selfish Mr. Bobo. I also wanted to make another recipe that I used to make all the time ages ago as a healthy snack. They're basically like cranberry citrus oatmeal bars. Still in, I guess, yogurt oatmeal bars. You really are trying to get all up on her business, aren't you? Just hang out with the camera. Hang out with us. Hang out with us. It's okay. You had your treats. So anyways, I was prepping for those oatmeal bars. I got everything for them. I even got 2 different kinds of yogurt to try, so I knew which one I wanted to do for the video. And the main thing that is glitching me is that I don't have these muffin tins. And not that I can't make them in anything else. I could put them in a pan and cut them out. But I just like when they are just to the proper, for the most part, same size anyways. And I got these cute trays. So they're in the pod right now. But I can use the air fryer hopefully soon. I feel like a crazy person with that whole thing. But hopefully I can make those in there. But also, I was needing more cranberries, so I went to Oliver's Market, and they had some in bulk bins, which was great. But I was looking at the ingredients, and it says sunflower oil. And then I was looking at the back ones also, and they also say sunflower oil. So I literally just didn't realize that cranberries were made with sunflower oil when raisins are not. I was like, that's just such a weird thing. I don't get it. So, I mean, I have a handful of cranberries right now that I guess I'm going to use. And then I don't know if I'm going to do the whole cranberry thing again in the future. Maybe I'll find something else. I was trying to look at the other things besides the raisins to see what else I could use equivalently that does not have oil in it. And there wasn't really anything I saw that I was like, yeah, I would do that instead. And raisins, that just to me seems like an odd flavor substitute for the citrus that I'm trying to go for. Oh, I love raisins. I also have an apple raisin muffin recipe that I also want to do, but I just found myself in a little pickle, a little predicament. But it's been a fun, you know, cooking, prepping couple of days and just doing what I can in the tiny house with what we have here. And I've just been, you know, enjoying it. I wanted to update you guys on that and leave you with those things. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. I know I missed my Friday video, but as I said, there's been a lot going on with the property, possibly in just like a week's time, literally being under our name. There's been a lot of balls that we need to get rolling. So I think I'm gonna leave you guys here. I might jump back in with something else. Who even knows? Who knows? But if this is where I'm leaving you, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like. If you want to check out that recipe, like I said, I'll have it linked down below. And let me know what you guys think about the fridge. I'm pretty sure I'll know what everybody thinks about that one. Oh, 5 o'clock, the food's dropping. The automatic Pet Libro food. One's up there, one's down here. But then let me know what you guys also think about the butcher block shade, if I should go lighter, the same color as the other woods I have, and backsplash ideas. Because I'm trying to prep all this stuff and it's very exciting. So let me know, and I'll see you guys next time.